The Philippine military says China's harassment in the West Philippine Sea is akin to a child provoking an adult. It says this won't stop them from acting in a professional manner.
China may be taking advantage of the international focus on the war in the Middle East as it continues its aggressive and coercive actions in the West Philippine Sea. This was raised by the Armed Forces of the Philippines on Tuesday, noting China's recent actions targeting the country's naval ships. While China's actions are provocative, the Philippine military will not be goaded into firing the first shot.
These are intentional, these are illegal, these are unprofessional. We will not be provoked into reacting in the same manner. All our actions will remain professional and within the bounds of international law.
The AFP stressed that the Philippines remains committed to de-escalating tensions in the West Philippine Sea.
That the AFP is the adult in this game. Tayo po ang matanda rito, sila po yung bata. Ang matanda hindi po pumapatol sa bata.
On Wednesday, the Philippine Navy's BRP Benguet successfully averted a potential collision after a People's Liberation Army Navy missile frigate executed a dangerous maneuver during a maritime operation near Pag-asa Island. The AFP earlier described the near collision as an escalation.
Well, it is something new, but it is expected also. So, as I've said, the baseline is that we do not escalate the situation. We maintain our position, the principled position of the Philippines, that we act according to rules of engagement. We act in accordance with rules in operating in sea. So we avoid responding to dangerous maneuvers like we have seen before.
The Philippine Coast Guard also confirmed that Chinese naval and air patrols were monitored over Bajo de Masinloc or Scarborough Shoal over the weekend, shortly after the bilateral consultative mechanism between Manila and Beijing was conducted in Fujian, China. Despite the continued presence of Chinese forces in the said waters, NSC Assistant Director General Cornelio Valencia Jr. maintained that the situation does not yet constitute an escalation. The official said such activities remain part of China's standard operations in the West Philippine Sea.
It has been a standard operations of China in the West Philippine Sea. But we, as we have said, we do not look at these situations as escalation. So we just try to accept the fact that they are there, and the Armed Forces of the Philippines is on top of that situation.
On the issue of possible joint oil and gas exploration with China, the NSC stressed that any discussions will not compromise Philippine sovereignty. The Council also emphasized that the country's legal victory in the 2016 South China Sea arbitration remains non-negotiable.
Any talks has to be based on this baseline. So it is very clear. It is a discussion, and it will never undermine our sovereign rights and our sovereign or territory in the Philippines. Right now, what we have is the proposals of the past that we have to review. And this time around, we want also to talk to China about it. The arbitral ruling is non-negotiable, so it has to be considered in the talks.
Meanwhile, the AFP noted an increase in Chinese vessels in maritime features in the West Philippine Sea this month. This March, the AFP documented a total of 90 vessels of the PLA Navy, China Coast Guard and Maritime Militia in Bajo de Masinloc, Pag-asa Island, Ayungin Shoal, and Escoda Shoal. The figure is higher compared to the 62 Chinese vessels recorded in the same maritime features in February. Bianca Dava, ABS-CBN News.